Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 7 minutes, so I will keep you updated. Have an order at 281.55 here. 500 shares try to get short on SPY. I'll keep a close eye on it and get the video rolling if it looks like I'm going to get filled. And I'm going to go ahead and get long here at 281.50. I think this thing has a desire to go back up to the 282 mark. So there's the break of 50. It's trying to get up through there. There we go. Honestly, though, I was looking for a bigger break than that. Smoother break. I don't want to give up on it quite yet, but starting to feel a bit skeptical here. See if it wants to give it another go. And again, just can't quite do it. There we go. Too much hesitation. I'm just going to take the 150. So $150. And I don't know, was that a couple minutes? So I'm happy with that. Well, now you can see, looking at the prices here, looking like it might actually go back down to 281. So I'm very happy with my decision to just hop out when I did. And this is why I would always encourage everybody to learn, understand, utilize level twos, because as you can see here now, when you look at that price, 281.07, it's obviously moving very quickly, but now it's down below 281. So very happy to have sold where I did. Because as I was making a comment of it, just doesn't seem very smooth, and based on what I was seeing, it should have been much smoother than what it was, and now down that much lower. So yes, the power of level twos in combination with the chart. So I recognize the chart setup, and based on that chart setup, I assumed that level twos would behave in a certain manner, and they didn't behave in that manner. They just didn't produce what I was looking for, and that is eventually why I didn't bail out right away. I still made money on it, but now you can see almost down $1 from where I bought. So yeah, very, very beneficial tool to use. Again, level twos, and this was all caught on live video, so I'm pretty excited about that. Nothing like a real life case study, something that unfolds before your eyes in real time. So very beneficial, and I'm stalling here a little bit. There we go. It just actually went down below $1. It's bounced back very quickly, but it has now gone down $1 from where my entry point was. Like I said, it was very quick, but if you kept your eyes, and I'm stalling again, see if it can go back down there to officially catch it. But it did hit that. Didn't last very long before a quick 20-cent bounce. But here it's trying to pull back a little bit. So now I'm actually watching this 279.75 area for a potential short-sided trade, but still got a little ways to go before it gets down there. But all right, well, there we go. Let's see. I bought, if you're not familiar with my screen here, I bought at the time of 10:40 and 4 seconds. I sold at 10:41 and 37 seconds. So that was, if my math is right, a minute and 33 seconds to make $150. So 1 minute, 34 seconds, or excuse me, 1 minute, 33 seconds, $150. I'll take it. All right, well, let's see what else I can find. And now you see here, as a quick update, it's gone down below 280. So now $1.50 below where I'd entered. And it's just pulled back that much more at this point. So as far as, how do I feel about getting out where I did? Kind of a stupid question. I feel very good about that. All right, I'm going to go for a quick scalp here. So got those for my opening allotment. and out there for the quick $75. We'll see if I can find myself another scalp or not. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up, but a quick little lesson here just to kind of summarize everything on how to play a fake breakout. The breakout being, as I'd mentioned, made the comment about 282. So 282 is approximately right there, give or take. And when the video was rolling with that first trade, you saw that the stock started it made the move and it started to work its way higher and higher. Unfortunately, it never quite got up to where I wanted to see it go. And again, you can always scroll back. But the way that was set up was, I want to go through the steps. First off, I used the chart. Now, if you're brand new, what is a chart? Well, this right here, it's called a technical chart. And then the second thing I used was the level twos. Level twos being what is over here. And I used the level twos to help me see if the price was actually going to behave the way I thought it was. Well, Clay, what tool did you use to develop the thoughts? Again, that's where we go back to the chart. The chart is where I develop the thoughts, and then the level twos is where I use to confirm or judge the thoughts. Are my thoughts right? Are my thoughts wrong? Are my thoughts playing out the way they should? And that is how it works. It's a solid 1-2 combo. Use the chart to develop thoughts. Use the chart to develop an opinion. And then use the level twos to help you confirm, or maybe just in this case say, Clay, it's looking like you were wrong, buddy. I'm looking like you were wrong. And in this case, pretty crazy to think that I made $1.50. And then, like I said, it made a little breakout here, but that was a fake breakout. And then it drifted all the way back down there. So I ultimately turned out to be wrong with my thought, but because I was using level twos to help me out, I recognized that very quickly and was able to still make the $150 on the trade. So hopefully that helps out. Now, of course, there's a lot more that goes into it in terms of how to read charts, how to use charts, and all of that. But from a very macro level, that's really the core of how day trading and other types of trading work, is develop some thoughts, and then you got to have a way to measure the thoughts, judge the thoughts, see if you are actually right or wrong. And that's, again, where the level twos can really come into play. So like I said, I get it. It's one thing to talk in theory, but here you saw everything that I just talked about play out live. And I had no idea that I was going to make this lesson, but that's just how things played out on the morning. So if you enjoyed these videos, particularly if you enjoy these kind of little mini lessons that I turn in at the end, this is somewhat new. I mean, I don't go into a massive lesson like this, but if you enjoy the mini lessons, in the comment section, just say, I like the lessons. I like the lessons. Put that in the comment section, and that'll help me know to maybe try to do this a little bit more often with these sorts of live trade videos. And then also, if you just have questions in general, leave those down in the comment section below. But again, yeah, if you enjoyed kind of this little twist I put on things here, I like lessons. Put that in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the video and would like for me to just keep making these live trade videos in general, then the easiest way to communicate that to me is hit that like button. And also check out the channel. There's lots of other live trade videos. There's quick tip videos. There's a good variety of content on the channel itself. So be sure to check that out and hit that subscribe button. So thanks again for hanging out. And remember, get out there, develop thoughts, but you got to have a way to measure those thoughts. You have to have strategies and system in place to make sure that, and to cross-reference yourself. Because in this case, I was wrong. I thought the thing was going to break out, and it kind of broke out. But thanks to level twos, I was still able to walk away with $150, even though I was still wrong with my overall idea. So get out there and be smart with your trading, and I'll see you back for the next video. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.